Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another live video series episode of Happy Day Getaways. Now, today we're going to be talking about Spain. Now, before we get started, we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about in the video. So, today we're going to cover the destination, which is Spain, talk a little bit about some of the tourist attractions. Then we're going to talk about the deal of the week. So, please make sure to stay tuned till that deal of the week. It's going to be pretty good. And then we're going to talk about the Foodie Corner, so some food recommendations for your trip to Spain. So before we get started, we'll talk about what the travel agency does. So Katie, you want to take it away?
Thank you, Jorge. This is Jorge, our marketing director. I'm Katie, our vacation specialist.
I'm Jenny from the Foodie Corner.
So as you guys know already, we bought a travel agency and we specialize in a variety of different vacation packages. We can do cruises, land packages, which includes resorts, villas, airfare, hotels, tours. We do excursions. So if you're on a cruise and you want to go scuba diving, we can get you there. We can also take you anywhere all over the globe. So you name the destination and we will get you there.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get started.
First off, when you're in Spain, of course, you have to visit Madrid. Madrid is the capital and the largest city in Spain. There is so much to do in Madrid, but some of the top attractions include the Prado National Museum, which is most famous for its artwork by Velázquez, Goyas, and El Greco. Next, you'll want to visit the Parque del Retiro for a nature escape in the middle of the city. A pastime amongst some of the locals is sitting at one of the park's open-air cafes while sunbathing. Talk about relaxing. To visit the heart of the city, you'll want to visit Puerta del Sol, which is the town center. This center has been the site of many historic events and is now a convenient starting place to enjoy nearby shops and cafes.
Okay, now the second destination here is Barcelona. And as you can see in the picture, it is an epic place. It is definitely bucket list worthy. Now, something to take note about Barcelona is it is the second largest city in Spain. It has a lot of history, so a lot of Roman and medieval structures. So it is highly recommended that you visit the ruins under the city. Also, if you're in Barcelona, it's highly recommended that you go to you walk the Rambla street, which is a street that has a lot of different vendors. It's a very good tourist attraction. And then also while there, visit the Gaudi Fountain, which is a tribute to the god Neptune. Now, Barcelona over the years has become a very big tourist attraction, and one of the big tourist attractions is cruises. As you can see here on the picture, cruises are big in Barcelona. It is a big destination for several different cruise companies, and so therefore you get a lot of tourists from that point. Not only that, Barcelona has it really is kind of one of the points where a lot of people arrive to be able to go to all the different destinations that we'll talk about in the video today. Lastly, if you're going to Barcelona, please be sure to be ready to stay up till late because they know how to party. Typically, the nightlife starts around 2 a.m., so you know you're going to be there for a while. The next city in our list is Valencia. And Valencia has a perfect blend of historic and modern museums. As you can see from the picture here, that is a very modern museum. Another very popular thing to do while going to Valencia is visiting Las Fallas Festival. Las Fallas Festival is a festival with a lot of the locals make huge model heads and sculptures, and then they burn them down, representing the start of the spring and kind of letting go of all the things that they don't need. It is a party that it's almost a whole month party. It starts from the beginning of March all the way till about the 19th, 20th. And another thing about Valencia is it's probably the city that you're going to stop by before you get to the town of Busol for La Tomatina. La Tomatina is a tomato fight, and it typically happens around August. So the gist of it is you're just throwing tomatoes at each other. So if you're like that kind of activity, please be sure to keep Valencia as one of your destinations while traveling Spain?
For a more unique experience in Spain, you'll want to check out the Bull Run. The most famous one is the Pamplona Running of the Bulls, which takes place during the San Fermin Festival every year from July 6th through 14th. This is not the only bull run that happens in Spain, but it is the most famous. Each race only lasts about 3.5 minutes and ends in the bull ring. During the San Fermin Festival, there are bull runs in the morning, bull fights in the evening, and eating and drinking all day long.
Now, another destination that you can check out is Granada. Granada is a ancient history or ancient city, just like some of the other ones, but it's also very important because it is the crossroads of a lot of cultures. You have the North African culture mixing with the European culture right there in that city. So you get a lot of different kind of hookah places as well as paella and other traditionally Spanish cultures. But the most important thing about Granada is the perfect stop or starting point for the trek to the Sierra Nevada mountain. So as you can see in the picture here, this is a view from the Sierra Nevada looking down into Granada.
Next stop is the Camino de Santiago, and this is a large network of historic pilgrim trails that span all across Europe and end at the Tomb of St. James in northwestern Spain. The most popular trail is the Camino Frances, which goes from France to Santiago. Walking the Camino is not an extremely strenuous activity, and it can be completed by tourists of varying physical abilities. Next up, you'll definitely want to check out the Canary Islands. This is an island chain off the coast of Morocco, and these islands are an autonomous community of Spain. The islands offer sandy beaches, beautiful landscapes, and breathtaking volcanoes. Each of the islands is very different and offers something for everyone.
Now, speaking of islands, you cannot talk about Spain without mentioning Ibiza. Ibiza is an island off of the coast, closest to Valencia, as you can see in the map there, and it is a beautiful destination. You can see that's the town center in the image. And when you think about Ibiza, it really is known for its nightlife, club life, DJs. So Ibiza has a lot of really beautiful beaches, lots of sailboats, and a lot of clubs. So if nightlife is your thing, make sure to keep Ibiza in your list of cities to visit. So that pretty much covers it for the destinations that we went over. Now we're gonna talk about when is the best time to go. So Katie, when is the best time to go?
Really, any time would be a great time to visit Spain, but for the perfect weather, you're going to want to check out Spain in either fall or spring. That's when the weather is just perfect and good for almost any activity.
Okay. And who would be the perfect traveler? I know I want to go, but who do you think would be the best traveler for this?
I know, I think I'd be a great candidate too. But anyone who loves history would be perfect because Spain has so much history. Has such a rich culture that anyone who really appreciates that would be a great candidate. Also, the adventurer. If you're into tomato fights, watching the bull runs, anything of that nature, that's definitely unique. That would fit a lot of people's bucket list for sure. Also, even if you're a beach lover, the Canary Islands would be perfect for you to see. Also, did you know that Spain is one of the top 10 tourist destinations for US travelers? That's pretty cool. I think that really says that has such a variety of activities to do, and there's literally something for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we've gotten past the destinations, and now it's time to talk about and there it is, guys. So we've talked about it in the past. Cruises is the most cost-effective way of being able to see multiple locations at a very low price. And this is the same thing for today's deal of the week. It is a cruise that starts out in Barcelona. Like we mentioned in the earlier parts of it, Barcelona is a very popular port of call for a lot of cruise companies. So we start out in Barcelona, make our way to Ibiza, then you get to visit Italy and France, which are other top destinations if you're going to want to travel Europe. This is a 7-night cruise, and the date that we picked is October 26th, which is somebody's birthday. But anyways, we didn't pick it because of the birthday. We picked it because it's a pretty good price. Starting price is $429 per person, assuming double occupancy, and that is a huge discount price from original price of $1,098 per person. So that's a 61% discount. We'll put links in the description at the end of the video if you're interested in learning more about this cruise or any other kind of tours, um, resorts, whatnot in Spain. We'll put the links in the description below. But that's it with the destination and the deal of the week. Now we'll move on to the Foodie Corner.
Hello, welcome to the Spanish cuisine. So first, I'm gonna be mentioning the Spanish appetizers, being papas bravas the most popular. Yeah, I'm talking about tapas. You're not allowed to visit Spain without experiencing the famous tapas.
Ooh la la!
Yeah. Another traditional dish will be tortilla española. This side. Traditional Spanish omelette with potato. Also give a try to gazpacho in Andalusia, generally made from tomatoes, cucumber, onion, garlic, olive oil, and wine vinegar. But if you are into something sweet, here's the dessert for you. Crema catalana, pretty similar to the French creme brulee, but still different. Another option to try will be gambas al ajillo, pisto, which is perfect as part of breakfast, or if you are into something crunchy but at the same kind of sweet, then you should definitely try churros with chocolate. Another very popular dish is paella.
This is good!
Traditional rice dish originated in Valencia. In Spain, there are three common types of paella: paella valenciana, seafood paella, and paella mixta. And finally, don't forget to try jamón ibérico along with a good shot of fresh sangria. Continuing, for the top 3 recommended restaurants, first, you should try Asador etxebarri, with 1 Michelin star and voted for the 3rd best in the world. Second, con gracia. Try their degustation menu that includes 8 dishes with different flavors and different textures. And finally, as my recommendation to be one of the best is Sella de Can Roca, a Catalan restaurant that was named the 2nd best worldwide in a ranking of the 50 best. The highly innovative menu counts creations like Kim Pronsen and Inrocks among its treasures, so definitely give it a try. And if you're interested about these restaurants, we'll leave the information down in the description box.
Alrighty, well, we made it to the end of the video. We appreciate everybody that logged in live, and this video will also be available to be viewed later. But we'll finish up by mentioning next week's destination, which is Australia. So let's head out to the outback and discover Australia. Now, as always, here's the link of all of our different social media. If you like this content, please follow us on our other social media. We have Facebook and Instagram where we're very active. We put a lot of content out there. We put a lot of different deals on there as well. If you're interested about what we talked about today and you want to get more information, we have our phone number and our email in there so that you can get a hold of us. And if you want to kind of browse around and get some ideas, you can check out our website, happydaygetaways.com. There's a lot of information there, a lot of different prices, and a lot of different things that you can look at that will get you started into planning your next getaway. But that's it from today. We appreciate you joining. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel. And what do we always say?
Happy travels.
Travels.
Thank you.